Hey everybody, welcome back to Skyrim, Dragonborn DLC. We are still over here at Raven Rock, and last episode we finished up Fort Frostmoth's quest line to figure out why the Ash Spawn were attacking us. We returned here to Raven Rock and got this quest, Served Cold. Captain Vilith told me that Adril Arano, second councilor of Raven Rock, wanted to speak to me immediately. I should find him and discover the reason for his urgent message. So we will be doing that today. Don't worry, we'll be getting back to the main quest soon. I just wanted to level up a little bit, and I think I've been doing a pretty good job at getting that done.
If you witness suspicious activity, report it to Captain Velith immediately.
Sure. Adril, I heard you needed to speak with me.
Thank you for coming. After everything you've already done for Raven Rock, I hate to ask for more, but I can't risk Councillor Morvain being killed.
What? Being killed? He's in danger of being killed? How?
The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed a death mark on the Councillor's head.
Ooh. Why would the Ulans want him dead?
It's a private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councillor Morvain himself. The problem is I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions.
Ooh. I don't know that his concern seems justified. I guess, well, let's see what he says if I say, you sound paranoid.
As second councillor, it's my responsibility to explore the possibility of any threat, no matter how paranoid it might seem. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him
I've
dead.
spent enough time.
I don't want it to come to that.
So you feel an attack on the councilor is imminent?
I do. I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's house, House Lalu, already in Ravenrock.
Why haven't you acted on the information?
Ravenrock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing.
Well, good luck with that. All right, how can I help?
I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me.
Where do I begin?
I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Ravenrock and see if you can root out these traitors. The best place to start would be Geldis Sadri, over at the Retching Netch Corner Club. If he provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. I can't afford to make any mistakes.
All right. What can you tell me about House Halulu?
Traitors. The lot of them. Their collaboration with the Empire may have given them unrivaled political and economic strength, but their hearts weren't with the Dunmer people.
I presume that was their downfall.
Lalu deserved every bit of hatred they received once the Empire released its grasp on Morrowind. Having past ties to the Empire immediately turned them into the scapegoat for the Dunmer people's suffering.
What happened to House Halulu as a result?
They had welcomed the Empire with open arms and benefited from it. When everything was said and done, they were no longer recognized as a great house and were dismissed from the council.
Oh yeah, how are things now that the mines are open again? That's a quest we did just a little bit ago.
You might think it's all perfume and roses now that the mine's open, but all I see is a new security problem on our hands. Making sure those shipments of ebony make it safely from the mine to the shipping docks is my new order of the day. And with Solstheim crawling with reavers and Azora knows what else, I can't risk any attacks on Raven Rock.
I get it. So, you mentioned your sources?
I maintain a few contacts in other Dunmer settlements across Tamriel. Most hail from House Redoran, but there are a few from other houses.
Why don't you ask
Hope
them
we
to...
don't run into too many ash spawn out here.
Oh, sure. Why don't you ask them to investigate?
Most of my contacts live leagues away from Solstheim. Sending the occasional message back and forth is all we can manage, and sometimes takes months or more to arrive. However, any information we can glean in times like this, I consider vital to House Redoran's survival.
All right. Well, I was wondering, why do the Dunmer hate the Empire?
During the Oblivion Crisis, gates to the Plane of Oblivion opened all over Morrowind.
Ah.
The Empire pulled most of its forces out of Morrowind to deal with the gates in their own homeland, leaving us virtually defenseless. We had no standing army at the time, just uncoordinated pockets of resistance.
So, how did the Dunmer survive this at all? I am planning on tackling that game sometime, hopefully in the near future, but not too near.
House Redoran took charge and was slowly able to build an army. It took years, but it became a force to be reckoned with. When the Argonians invaded years later, House Redoran's army was able to prevent them from sweeping across all of Morrowind. It would be fair to say that House Redoran literally saved the Dunmer people from destruction.
Interesting. I did want to also mention the General Calix.
Don't worry. You can trust Geldis. He's been with us for a long time.
Great. General Calix, the guy that we had to take out, who had been brought back to life and was sending the ash spawn after us, which is the quest that we did just before this one. He's actually a pretty, well, I don't know if he's an important part of... Oh shoot, is it Morrowind or Oblivion? I think it's Oblivion. He was in a past game of Elder Scrolls. So I'll be excited to meet him when I start playing one of those games. Do you happen to have a Nordic pickaxe?
You got a good thing going here now that you've reopened the mines. Don't let it go to waste. Take a look.
I'm looking for a Nordic pickaxe. Pickaxe. Just a plain pickaxe. Well, shoot.
Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
All right. So I need to go and visit, what's her name over here at the Retchy Netch. Probably down below. Oh, it's the bartender. I recognized
Welcome
your
to
name.
the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sue Jammer that will ever grace your lips. The mine's open, people are buying drinks, and I'm making money again. Just like old times.
Great. How are things now that the mines are open again?
How do you think? It's a blessing. I've got regular paying customers again. Thirsty workers at the end of the day, and more coin than I can count.
Great. Now, Adril Arano said you might be able to help me.
Well, Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Azura
What?
knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulins for years now.
Am I a spy? I thought I was just helping him out. You think he's mistaken?
No. I just think he's going about this the wrong way.
You have a better idea?
Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you.
Oh. How do I get them to do that?
There's an Ulin ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for.
You haven't told Adril about this?
What makes you think I haven't? Anytime Adril and the Redoran Guard made a move, the Ulans must have been one step ahead and didn't show up.
Alright, well thanks. Thanks for the tip.
You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor shows up.
Alright. Alright, well thank you.
Come back anytime. My doors are always open.
You know, I wonder if the general merchant here sells pickaxes. Maybe he has a Nordic pickaxe.
If you're looking for passage to Vardenfell, you're out of luck. No ships are heading that way anymore.
Oh, and I have two,
The mines are open and the shop is busy again.
Your actions here have been a blessing to us all, Sergio.
Yeah, I think I have 2 necklaces to give
If
him.
you've got something to sell, I'm willing to buy. Why don't we see what kind of deal we can make?
Oh, you're like a grocer. You're not the guy I was looking for. Well, thanks anyway.
Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always
Oh, wait.
have. If you ever need apothecary supplies,
Oh,
talk to
wait.
my wife,
I could make-
Milore.
Thanks. I could pick those ash yam and sell them to him, I think. You're who I wanted
It's
to speak
busier
with.
now that things are starting to look up. I guess I might stay a bit longer after all.
Yes, still buying East Empire pendants?
You're making my buyer happy. Keep them coming.
Great. Yeah, 2. And do you have any pickaxes?
Everything I've got on display, really.
I do not see any. Man, I am bummed about that. I'll
If you
figure
need
it
any
out.
supplies, you know where to find me.
I'll figure it out eventually.
If you're looking to purchase something, speak to my father, Fethis.
Alright, so we need to go down into the temple and see who has been leaving ash yams as offerings. Do I need to hide, I wonder? Or will they just come down?
I'm glad that I'm finally traveling with someone who seems competent. My last patron was killed trying to tackle an entire fort of bandits alone.
Yes, you told me about that. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. Wait inside Yulin's ancestral tomb. So this is Yulin's ancestral tomb. So I guess I just wait. Aha! I didn't have to wait too long. Oh, hello. Hello there.
Ah, excuse me. I didn't realize there was anyone else here.
What are you doing here?
I presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an offering for the departed. Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that sort of behavior from someone who isn't Dunmer.
I wonder if I was Dunmer, if her dialogue would be different. You aren't a Yulin.
Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering in their stead.
I'm not going to presume she's lying. Tell me why you're really here.
What do you mean? I thought I was clear. I'm simply honoring a fellow departed Dunmer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit.
I don't believe you. I mean, I have no reason not to believe you, but I got a tip that you might be somebody else. Okay, so now I'm guessing.
With the Ashbourne threat taken care of, I can give...
We need to report back to Adril Arano.
And the rest they deserve. Well done, friend.
And what, report that this Dunmer just happened to give an offering to Yulin?
The mines are open and the shop is busy again. Thank you.
Sure, no problem.
I hope Geld has proved useful. Have you made any progress? I hope Geld has proved useful. Have you made any progress?
I guess I suspect Tilisiu Severin as the culprit.
Telesu. Are you sure?
No, but I saw her in the Yulin temple.
So Geldus's plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up.
I've spent
If Telesu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councilor Morvain, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove it.
Okay, so we go search their house.
I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence in hand. If you're wrong about Telesu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for that to happen.
I understand. Well, what if they try to stop me?
If you have evidence and it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive.
Okay, so I can kill.
Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck.
All right, well, can you tell me more about the Severin family?
Telesu is wife to the family patriarch Vendel. They have a single child, a daughter named Miri. They arrived here 10 years ago and have been nothing but a benefit to Raven Rock ever since.
A benefit? How?
They're quite wealthy, and they've been quite generous by sharing their fortune with the community. They've contributed coin, food, supplies, even helped repair a few of the buildings in town with their own hands.
Nothing unusual about them at all?
People have mentioned it's a bit odd about how close in age Mary appears to be to her father, but that's hardly a cause for alarm.
That is weird, though.
Just make sure you find solid evidence. If I accuse them without it, I'll be the laughing stock of the colony.
All right. Yeah, I was wondering, why do the Yulins have a tomb in Raven Rock? I mean, who were the Yulins again? I forget.
Villa Ulen wasn't the first Ulen to live in Raven Rock. His father, Valen Ulen, was one of the first Dunmer to settle here. Unlike his son, Villa, Valen was a good man. He contributed to the community and was quite respected. When Valen died, his family provided the funds to construct the tomb.
But you told me House Hulalu was disliked.
The Ulen family being a part of House Lalu didn't matter.
Lalu.
It's Dunmer's tradition for the ashes of the deceased to be placed in an ancestral tomb. Valen Ulen and his son's remains were both laid to rest there because that's what he'd requested.
I've been mispronouncing it. It's Lalu. The H is silent.
Be careful. If the Severins have betrayed us, then they'll be well armed.
All right. So I need to go over to the Severin Manor.
Hope we don't run into too many ash spawn out here.
I think you're safe for now. We're not really heading out of Raven Rock yet. Alright, so it appears I shall have to wait until nightfall to enter Severin Manor. This episode is actually going to be a little shorter than usual, just because the week has been kind of crazy the past couple of weeks. So I think I will go ahead and end it here, and next week we will see what we can find in the Severin house. Until then, thanks for watching, and stay healthy, stay safe. I'll see you next time.